on the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will get first crack at it here. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. I think you're leaving Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Throwing on the run. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. 3rd and short now from their own 48. To throw, it's Green. Zings it complete to the right. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Washington. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it. Made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one. You're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Grant behind the line. It's Anthony. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Razorbacks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Green. Skips away from pressure. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. They punt it away on 4th down. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Nittany Lions offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the...
And the quarterback brought up to and sacked at the 12.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Using his legs, it's Singleton. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some...
Oh, he's got some space. Turning it on. He's at the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field, too. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the shotgun, the inside give. Makes it past the marker. Still running at the 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice.
All out of space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's caught. It's Pena. There he goes. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability...
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Penn State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Green. The sure hands, it's Anthony. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though,
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sure hands, it's Singleton. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game, divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. The Nittany Lions will move the sticks.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Back to throw, it's Aller. Fires to the tight end. On his feet at the 40. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And with the closest guy to the football, man, it's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Hudson. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they didn't get it forward and 8-inch defense wins the battle up front. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Under fire. Scrambling away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Razorbacks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to pass. It's Green. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Penn State! The offense cashing it in on that drive. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Green. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Green. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the ball is free on the pitch. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. He'll pull it down and run. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. It's Russell. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Russell. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll keep it on the ground. And the Razorbacks get enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Running into the open space.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to adjust the pattern. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the 1st half for their conference offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the 2nd half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Rides to back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville.
The Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're
That's not the start they hoped for. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He'll pull it on the read. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. At the 40, there he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Got him downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. To the air, it's Green. Finds the tight end. It's a running room. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
But how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They get to him as he throws. It's complete. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Razorbacks have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Kearney on the Jets. Powers through. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass. And
he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got the tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing, getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows them. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Green. Slips a tackle. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Off the play fake. This time he's got his man. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Off play action on first down. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Second and goal for this offense. Wants to go up top. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Rush is on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it. First down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or a tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Wants to throw it. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Bringing it back. The 10.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with this. Making 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On the ground. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the pummeling has started.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Wants to forget the kick. He's going to throw it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, he was open, he had an opportunity, just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Green. The throw with the catch, it's Blake. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Razorbacks are in the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anthony. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go. The Razorbacks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Trying to pound it in. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's a seam wide open. Knocked off his feet. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Aller. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to do.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments. They've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Delivers the stiff arm. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game. Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody goes.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Got guys. That last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game, dude.
The give on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Green. Fires to the end zone. Got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone.
We are ready for one of the rivalries that defines this sport. Ohio State versus Michigan. The scarlet and gray versus the maize and blue. To many fans on both sides, this is a one-game series.